Hey people, Intro here, 53 Faction War. This is Garvus Ice Gate and Imperial Guard versus Chaos Space Marines. Blue team, for the Guard, Palus Astra is a Lord Commissar. Strong offense and support fighting in melee begins with a refractor shield alongside a couple of Lord Generals. We've got Grimm and we have Yes. These guys start with a retinue of stormtroopers. Really strong defense and support can also add to the retinue fighting in ranged combat. We have the Death Corps of Krieg here, and these fellas. Who are these fellas? Some kind of Cadians, I guess. Red Chaos Team Ragerot. That's an awesome name, with a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero. Walking through objects cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee. The Iron Warriors elite scheme. And a couple of Plague Champions, eye color, and this is Nakafoya. These guys start with a damage over time bolt gun. They can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support. Can also repair, taking some shots at the Sentinel on the east side of Garvus. This is 2984. I finally migrated to the new update, thanks to everyone who's been sending in games. Not a lot of changes to Imperial Guard and Chaos though. I think Demon Armor of the Sorcerer got a very slight cost reduction. He's not even in this game. And they tweaked the Incendiary Mortar Shell, I think, a bit. These guys standing out of cover. They do have some Nurgle worship. 2v1 here, is it? Yeah, Grimm's here as well. So they're going to be pushed back a bit. Is Nakafoya. I'm not sure what eye color's up to. They are fighting the mid against the Lord General. Should be sending in the CSM to melee him there, I think, or maybe those heretics. Nakafoya needs to be very careful not to drop models needlessly. They haven't dropped anything yet. Most of the damage has been absorbed by the Plague Champion. Power's being hit though by a bunch of las guns. What's going on west side? Resource lane here. Death Corps of Krieg Lord General versus the Chaos Lord, who's off the field right now. Only one Sentinel up for Palus Astra on the east side. Heretics getting torn up for Nakafoya. They get away. Plague Champion's very low. Those CSM are very low. Needs to be very careful here. Has dropped one CSM. Is not going into melee with his guardsmen. I assume that's where it's stomped already. Doesn't want to get out of cover. Here is eye color now with the rotation. CSM again not getting into melee, where they dominate a guardsman and they'd get that damage reduction for being in melee from ranged attacks, but I guess they wanted to keep the cover position there. Heretics with an Aspiring Champion for eye color. The Aspiring Champion Heretic with the bolt gun, when you give them the grenade launchers, is one of the things that was changed for Chaos. Very slightly nerfed his damage, I think from 11 DPS to 8 DPS, which I guess as a percentage is a reasonably large nerf. It's like 25% less damage or so. But he's still got his gun doing stuff. Bile Spewer, Plague Champion going on here. For eye color, goes straight for the gens, of course. They're going to grab that VP as well. How much power did they lose? Oh, they lost all their power here. I think it was only a node though, wasn't it? Through the mid, it's turned very blue, thanks to Grimm, with some Catachan Devils now. Palus Astra also Catachan Devils. The Lord Commissar did fall over here. So that's a boon for the red Chaos team. It's going to be tricky to revive that guy. Plague Champion. Oh, he's going to put a turret up. That's a very vicious turret location. Hard to flank it, because this would be a shot blocker, this thing. But it also means he's not bashing power while he builds it. Sergeant's having a few pops at him there. Wow. Those CSM got kind of wrecked by that grenade launcher barrage from those Catachans. Lucky they didn't get into melee with them. Catachans have power melee, of course. There's another turret. Double turret time for these Plague Champions. Liking it. Let's see what they can do with them. Those turrets will suppress infantry and, of course, damage them, especially as they get close. Catachans are a nice tool to have here because they can pop the smoke grenade, defensive smoke grenade, but they're in a tough position to do so there. CSM trying to decap while the Plague Champion dissolves the generators with his Bile Spewer. Now the Plague Champion is trying to decap. That Bile Spewer slows down anything it hits. Well, infantry. And you'll also get the awesome Bilious Discharge. These guys got around the turret here. Trying to repair it is Nakafoya. These guys still working on the gens. Heretics coming in to assist for Nakafoya. Guardsmen do not like heretic melee. There we go. Also don't like their grenade launchers very much. Can they get the sentinel? They can. Good fight. Good passage of play for the Chaos fellas. 2 turrets up. Locking down the power. Took out a sentinel. Killed some fellas. We're having a grand old time. Here's some artillery spotters for Grimm. They can use their smoke shell to shut down the turrets. And then these flamers can mess them up. I guess that's the plan here. Here it comes. Can heretics get in? Need to get on the flamer squad. And there's a defensive smoke from the Catechans. There's a bilious discharge. They can't get closer very easily. Catechans shotgun the heretics as well. Heretics taking a lot of damage here. Need to run, I think. I think they need to run. Only the aspiring champions left. And here comes the Lord Commissar out of nowhere. Did he get revived or did he run back to base? He's got full health. Lord General of Grimm with Carapace armor on the way already has grenade launchers there. The turret has survived, by the way. Capuchins again with their barrage. Obvious choice, the Carapace armor to prevent suppression. He hasn't used it here though, yet. Has to run. Probably a bit too low just in sheer health to try and stick around there. What's going on west side? Chaos Lord's down. Heavy weapons squad with a heavy bolter shutting down these guys. And the Lord General peppering them too. Maybe he should be going into melee with those CSM. Or at least the heretics, because those grenades can do some work. Don't think they hit there. What's this? It's the Lord Commissar, of course. Has he got a power sword? Does not have a power sword. What's going on? Chimera on the way for yes. Tier 2 for Palus Astra. Also for Nakafoya. All other players remain in Tier 1. Ragerot has some Noise Marines though. Got double CSM. Into Havocs. Into Noise Marines. Also an aspiring champion. And grenade launchers for the heretics. And a Dark Halo. No sign of Combi Flamer. Which might be useful on that narrow west side. Down goes a Lord Commissar. Easier place to revive from, but they're still having to deal with these turrets. One down. There's that stand firm buff. And they're using move from the grenade launchers. Moving nice and quick. 2 more turrets over here though. There's a bilious discharge as well. And now Noise Marines to shut down things with that Sonic Blaster. 1 down only. Palus Astra with a Chimera on the way. Oh yes, got a Manticore. Not a Chimera. I might have just... I'm not sure if he cancelled it or I just didn't look at it correctly. Eternal War CSM not using cover for some reason. Heavy cover right there, fellas. Plague Champion knows how to use it. They are... yeah. Bile Spewer and Sonic Blaster combo is nasty against all that Guardsman. And those Eternal War CSM peppering them too. Can they finish off these fellas on retreat? Maybe. I think the Plague Champion... yeah, Plague Champion damage over time helps out a lot there. Heretics piling through for the decap. And now cap on their natural. Double here for Chaos. Have the VP lead as well. There's tier 2 for Eye Color. No tier 2 yet for Ragerot. They are floating. Manticore on the Havoc. Did it wipe them? No. Heretics in amongst some guardsmen here. Catechans on retreat path though. That could be nasty. They went for the shotgun blast rather than getting into melee, I think. Try to finish him with the grenade launcher. Almost. It's quite close, you know. Yeah, there's the aspiring champion with the bolt gun, who's slightly nerfed in 2984. Are they going to try and go after this Manticore? There's the tier 2 for Ragerot. Towards the mid, we have Medical Sergeant on the Lord General of Grimm. You guys got your upgrade yet? Can I tell? I think they get a plus icon, and maybe it comes in the card as well. Grimm, the last player to go tier 2, goes. Still, oh, it's 3 turrets over here again now. Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines. They have their aspiring champion in there. He's got a melter pistol. think he got a shot there. Oh, we have a Plague Fist Plague Champion too for Nakafoya. With that Mucus Discharge Breath of Nurgle heal. I'm sure he's got Delightful Breath. Heals you and everything. Okay. The guard, fed up with the east side and those turrets, have just capped the entirety of the mid, which works out. There's that 2-to-1 cap. 100 VP deficit isn't too much to overcome. Surprised the Chaos Lord doesn't have a Combi Flamer. He doesn't have Armor of the Inferno either. I don't see it queued up for tier 2. Blastmaster on the way for those Noise Marines. Right at the front of the army, that heavy weapon squad. There's the move. Awesome for those Catechans. Shotgun blast for those CSM. Nicely timed. Now moves out. And got grenade launcher in there too. Slick from Grimm. Chaos Lord goes down. Very, very sloppy from ragerot. Very sloppy. Just to run your Chaos Lord in there and lose him. Might be a newer player. I don't recognize the name, so let's try not to be too harsh. 302 to 390. In the mid, Plague Champion tanking stuff because of Pestilent Strike. And took that VP. Manticore. Beautiful first shot. Second and fourth were decent, but I don't think the third hit anything. Noxious Cloud here from one of the Plague Champions. Might force a big old retreat. There's a Chimera to reinforce. Or maybe to jump inside of. It might wipe them. It wiped one of them. Wow, wiped both of those Guardsman squads fully. That was nasty. Can't underestimate that cloud. Gotta get the hell out if you don't have a Chimera nearby. Ogren's up here for Palus Astra. Where is... Oh, he's still down over there. They're going for those gens again. Oh, sorry, go for the turrets again. Using Flamer and Smoke. And now anti-armor Stormtroopers. Here's a Chimera as well. To get around the back of those two. Last Master, can you get a good shot, buddy? There we go. It's a decent shot. Was a decent shot. Here come melee heretics, though. And that wild spewer. They're in the back lines. Forcing melee on those Noise Marines a bit. Able to get another shot, though. The turrets survive, those two. Here come Ogrins. These guys with super heavy infantry armor can shrug off piercing damage reasonably well. Still don't want to get too close to those turrets, though. And with heavy melee damage, they can rip them apart pretty nicely. Can they finish these guys off? Doesn't seem like they're going to try. They're trying to get around the turrets. This one is covering that approach quite well, though. Here's a Nurgle Shrine as well now. Heavy turret dropped in. That'll do it. Those turrets can't really damage the heavy turret. The heavy turret has vehicle armor, and it's very quickly shooting the other turrets down. Ogrins are on the other one. Doesn't seem like this turret is being... There we go. Target the other turret. And now it's in a decent place to help defend this victory point as well. They can finally get their power back. Shrine is down. Would you say that was worth it for Chaos? They did invest like 120 power between them, I think, because there was at least 4 turrets there at some point. Because one went down and it was replaced. I think they got decent value out of that. They killed a decent amount of stuff. It's hard to quantify though, isn't it? Because now those assets are gone. I'm not sure if they actually wiped anything with those turrets. I mean, it helped wipe the Sentinel, that's for sure. Double Mark of Khorne's Chaos Space Marines for Nakafoya goes tier 3. Eye Color has a Blood Crusher up. Bloodletter riding a Juggernaut. Vehicle armor, heavy melee, all that good stuff. Can roar at you, can charge. Taking a bunch of plasma shots here. And it is getting through that armor eventually. Those plasma guardsmen. And they are buffed by a sniper rifle, Lord General, for yes, he just bought a bunch more guardsmen after losing some. But a heavy weapon squad too here. And why not? Shooty time. The Lord General can support a shooty infantry armor very, very well. Very good at supporting those armies. He's got the extra range from this, but you could also get the melter guns for more DPS. Plague Champion, I don't think is going to get away. Down he goes. Got a decap though, 219 to 385. VP lead for Chaos into tier 3 now. Eye Color pops to tier 3 as well. Ragerot's already there. Didn't get any tier 2 units up. Did get Arm of the Inferno. Still level 1 this Chaos Lord, eh? Combi Flamer would have really helped him level up. This is a bad spot. Could see some friendly fire here though from the Blastmaster. Oh, it hit the pillar. I think it hit the pillar. So let the Galaxy burn as well, of course. 219 to 377. Creeping Barrage. Nice idea from whatever player that was. Was it Grimm? Through the middle? Maybe. Are you... There's 4 Mark of Pawn CSM around. That's awesome. Don't get to see them that often in a 3v3 compared to Mark of Zinc CSM. Wild Spewer still doing work. Palus Astra tier 3 with a decent chunk of change here. Might be going for one of those super heavy tanks. Unless he's just kind of deciding what kind of Lehman Russ he wants, because Executioner would be great against his blobbed up CSM. But so would a Stormlord, you know? Oh, they have gone for a Lehman Russ, okay. We'll see what kind it is. Will the CSM run? From Nakafoya anyway. Rage Rots are going up the east side. Eat a shotgun blast. Eat a bunch of plasma as well. They're still giving chase. I don't think that's a worthwhile chase for those. Yeah, you need to run. Hey, some Chaos Terminators up. These guys were given more health regeneration, which is nice for them. I think that change also went into the Grey Knight Terminators. It kind of evens out all the Terminator health regen, because some of the Space Marine ones had more health regen, I think. Still differences in cost and reinforcement costs and weapons and stuff, of course. Heretics get the cap, and now they flee, of course. Chaos have completely stolen that power on the west side. That's a nice find for them. Terminators with an auto cannon. Ogryns could get on them though, they could be a threat. Look at the damage to the Chimera. Terminators backing off. Double Mark of Pawn CSM with their aspiring champions. They should be able to chop through Ogryns, both of them. Here we go. One dies pretty fast. And they're stuck. Oh no, I think they were trying to... Yeah, they are. They're becoming Bullgryns. And he hit the retreat button while they were getting that Bullgryns upgrade, and it locked them in place. Needed to cancel that upgrade first, I believe. That is unfortunate that it doesn't auto-cancel. We do have an Executioner Lehman Russ for Astra. Oh, and an Executioner Heavy Turret thing as well. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's a nasty amount of damage. Catachun's in with the Terminators there. Go on, fellas. Your bandanas will protect you from the Power Fists, I swear. Some Nurgle Worship. So it's a bit nicer pairing these guys with Nurgle Worship now, because they got higher base health regen. Can't benefit from cover, of course, but I mean, how cool would it be if we got some Obliterators? Come on, Elite Mod Team, we know you can do it. Get me some Obliterators in there. We've got a Nurgle tank. I would like to see the Mutilators as well. I remember when they came in, was it around 6th edition? Everyone hated those miniatures. I thought they were pretty decent. People said they looked ugly. I mean, they're Mutilators. They're chaotic fellas. Of course they're going to look ugly. I'm guessing they meant, you know, design artistically ugly. But I liked them. I liked them. We got Armor of Pestilence on the way for eye color. Still spewing everything. Manticore may be under threat from the tank. It's a very slow tank though, eh? Yeah, I don't think it's going to chase. Chaos taking the mid. East side is still blue, and they're capping up the east side completely, actually. Lord Commissar, no war gear, level 2, runs away. I think Chaos can get that back, unless these guys go up there. You leveled up yet? No. Another Lehman Russ for Palus, Astra, and Stormtroopers for yes. Here comes a Nurgle Shrine for Eye Color. Land Red of Phobos on the field for Ragerot. Can it get that Lehman Russ? It's a good start. I think it's going to be able to stay in range here. Couple more las cannon hits and it'll go down. It's shooting at other things and it's not able to. It's not able to get it. Didn't want to keep chasing there. Don't know what you're chasing into, I guess. Manticore on the Noise Marines. Only lost one model. Not bad. 193226. The east side has stayed blue, actually. Where is Nakafoya's out of here? Noble tank doing some decent work against those clumps of infantry. There is a las cannon though. Getting shots in. Heretics there can repair maybe. Or just fight stuff, of course. That works too. Everything runs from the stinky Nurgle tank. 175226. Chaos happy for the moment to hold the 2 natural victory points. Here's the second Lehman Russ for Palus, Astra, gone for Vanquisher here. Good versus large targets. Phobos. I think it's going to be alright. Nothing really anti-vehicle-y about those fellas. What is this? Some very brave guardsmen being taken out. Manticore. Was it? No, Rocket Run. I thought I saw a Manticore rocket in there too. Maybe I just caught the end of it. This thing's level 3. Doesn't have the Storm Eagle upgrade yet. Doesn't make a huge amount of difference, I don't think. It's like 30 more damage on the rocket and a quicker cooldown or something, I believe. Maybe it's even a longer cooldown with it. Who knows these things? Plague Champion's level 6 for Nakafoya. And he's going to be great at capping with Plague Fist, Armor of Pestilence, and the Mucus Discharge. What are you fellas doing? Oh, again, an autocannon. Phobos gets some repairs. But the Chaos Pred gets hunted down, but a double Lehman Russ is here. More Terminators coming in for someone. Eye Color, maybe? Yep, Eye Color gets some Terminators in. Lord Commissar having a go. He's got the Emperor's Wrath. Much wrath. 122 to 226. Heretics getting shredded by plasmas and all sorts of things over there. Well, they got one of the Lehman Russes. They got the Vanquisher one. Terminators had to do a forward teleport to get it, I think. They're now being protected by Pestilent Strike. And here's more Terminators from Eye Color. It's a lot of guardsmen. Can they tear through it? A Blight Grenade would be amazing right about now. So would a Noxious Cloud, actually. Manticore Strike forces the Terminators back. Look at the demoralization from those Terminator kills. The champion goes for the cap here. This is Nakafoya. But looks like they don't have Pestilent Strike available at the moment. 109, 226. Phobos is venturing forth. We do have Havocs alongside it, level 3. And there's that Chaos Lord. He's gone for the claws here. A little bit overkill against the guardsman, but he's going to kill him pretty quickly, I think. He's used the Phobos reasonably well so far. It is under threat though, taking las cannon shots. And there's a rocket run. That was a pretty good hit. That thing took a weird path. Really good hit. Completely messed up Ragerot's army actually. 109 to 214. Just as I said, the Phobos was being used well, of course. Not 60 seconds later, it's exploded. It's exploded. Here comes a Bane Blade for Grimm. Improvised explosive hanging out on the east side. Heretics need to be careful. Terminators don't really need to worry too much about it. Heavy turret still there though. Terminators could just teleport onto it and power fist it down, I guess. Some Nurgle Shrine action. Are they going to push this or just try to stop them coming through the mid here? Good hit. Might finish off the Lord General here. 12 hit points, he gets away. There's a Bilious Discharge. It's nice to see some late game Bile Spear action. Look, puts the Abyss in. Oh, that's ragerot's Abyss actually. Took out one of those squads. I thought that was eye color combining Bilious Discharge with his own Abyss, but it's too red. It was ragerot. East side, lots of stuff running away. Using grenade launchers, and there's a defensive smoke. Double Terminators here now. And that Pestilent Strike. Ouch, 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 ouch. Wow. Heretics. They should just stand back and worship at the moment, I think. Oh, they're getting a shrine up, okay. There's the Pestilent Strike. Goes for the decap now. Not sure if the Pestilent Strike's close enough to him. It's over now anyway. Here comes a Stormblade. Baneblade is already up. That's a lot of plasma. That is so much plasma. And a Creeping Barrage, I think. Creeping Barrage doesn't affect the Terminators though. Well, it'll do a little damage to them, but it won't knock them around, I mean. There's that Nurgle Shrine. They are worshipping it so they can reinforce those Terminators. As you can see here. Another shrine coming. This is going to be a Cornate Shrine for ragerot, which will spawn Bloodletters. He's level 3, this guy. Can they get this turret down? Because that's doing a lot of damage. Looks like they can. Those autocannons make relatively short work of it. Another defensive Pestilent Strike here. Liking how it's getting used. And now they're autocannoning this Chimera down. Or at least trying to. Melter Guns Lord General here now for yes. Lord General in a bit of a dodgy area. Oh, might wipe out these guys. CSM wiped out. Those were Knuckle Foliars, I think. 99-147. 2-1 cap. Emperor's Wrath is mainly dodged. Here's that Stormblade with a massive plasma blast gun. It can't turn the turret though, it's too big. But it can do that. It's got the Lehman Russ alongside it too. This thing needs repairs though quite badly. Repair bunker here wouldn't be a bad shout, I think. Terminator just toughing it out with that Nurgle Shrine. Manticore. Wow, big overcharge shot there. See, it disables the weaponry on that. Through the middle it's kicking off too. Trying to angle the camera so you can see the top of the map at the same time. Blade Champion getting shot to pieces. Does not get away. These guys can get through the mid now, maybe. Down goes that Nurgle Shrine. 61-147. Decent rear armor hit from the Blast Master, but it gets knocked around. Terminators are holding actually quite well. They're missing an Inquisitor to really punish those Terminators with crippling volley into a Manticore or something. Big old blast gun shot again. Some very brave guardsmen trying to grab the VP. Didn't work out. Only 2 Terminators here. Or 2 Terminator squads. Can they keep them off the VP? I guess the Blast Master is still helping out, eh? Through the mid though. They got the decap. 48-147. Chaos Lord runs. Here comes a late Chaos Dreadnought. Maybe wants Mark of Zinch to try to combat the vehicles and suppress the infantry, maybe. No, it looks like it's following the Chaos Lord, the Dreadnought. Turret is going to go down. Plague Marines forced to retreat. Those are eye colors Plague Marines. And it's another Stormblade on the way for yes. Another Phobos up here too. Oh, overcharged plasma missed. Las Cannon. Is that Las Cannon shooting the Terminators? And the Phobos can be worshipped, but it can't be healed off the shrine. So they should be worshipping, I think. Just regular worship over here. To heal up that Phobos nice and fast. Trying to get rid of that Las Cannon here. Held out longer than I thought it would, you know. Only lost a single model. Here comes the Plague Champion to put some forward pressure on. Make stuff move back. Still can't get them off their own VP though. There's a Frenzied Barrage. It is indeed a Mark of Tzeentch Dreadnought. 48 to 122. 2 to 1 for the Guard. Can they hold on here? Double Plague Marines coming out now for Eye Color. They've got some Noise Marines too. Maybe with the Blast Master soon. Once they get the wreck. Oh, they have the resources. There's an Imperial Abyss from one of the Plague Champions. Looks like they're able to tough it out. Here comes a bunker. Heretics level up. Well done, fellas. Going to try and cap, because this guy's got a Demolisher Cannon on it. There it comes. I mean, they got away. Dreadnought's going to have a really rough time here. Really rough time. 48 to 95. Red team retain the east side, but can't get the natural back. Here comes the Phobos. Can he get a rear armor shot on the Baneblade? Doesn't seem like it. This is a medical bunker. All these guys reinforcing off it. Nice quick thinking from Grimm. Going to a sniper rifle now. Taking the bunker out. Plague Marines to pressure the Baneblade. Double Plague Marines and the Phobos. Might be enough. Blast Master trying to set up, but there's a creeping barrage back there. Got a double shot there on the Baneblade, and 2 missiles came in, and another Abyss. Gets the support infantry out of there. These guys do have a Commissar. They could break the retreat. Then they've got the Baneblade. But are they going to lose the east side for it? Because the Phobos had to leave the east side. They got it. They got it. They got it. Double cap for the Guard though. 2 Terminators dying over there. Nakafoya lost. Oh, we lost both of his Terminators? No, one of the Terminators. These guys got away. Single cap for the Guard. Lord Commissar reviving. Yes, up here. There he is. And here's the other Stormblade. This is just a bad scene for Chaos, fellas. There's a lots of big old plasma guns. And a bunch of little ones too. Oh, Nakafoya got more Terminators in. But look at the plasma. Down goes the Phobos. The Guard have the 2 to 1 cap. And it's going to be really tough for these guys to get the east side back, I think. They need to push through the mid. In fact, I'd say it was pointless for the Phobos to even come back up here. Maybe they didn't know exactly what was up there. 48 to 13. Dreadnought's done better than I thought it would, just by still being alive. There's a GG. 48 to 8. Looks like the Guard have done enough. What an awesome game. Chaos Terminators. Barely holding on to life. And there's the game. The Guard have it. Look at that for a final shot. Double Stormblades and the Executioner Lehman Russ with that repair bunker up. Let's look at these heroes. Level 6 Lord Commissar with a flak jacket. Level 9 Lord General for Grimm. Was impressed with Grimm. Great usage of the grenade launcher. Move, move, move. Went into Melter Gun later. And looks like stabilizers were on the way. Sure, why not? Yes, with Melter Guns also. They were level 6. Level 4 Chaos Lord. Had a shaky start, ragerot, but did okay over the game, over the course of it. Eye Colors level 9 Plague Champion, just a pixel away from level 10 there, with the awesome Bile Spewer, Pestilent, Armor Pestilence, and Mucus Discharge, and a level 10 Plague Champion for Nukafoya in amongst all of that stuff, somehow alive. Where is he? There he is. You can kind of see him. Well, there you have it, guys. Awesome stuff. Thank you all for watching. Thanks to these guys for playing us a faction war. Not sure whose lobby this was. I believe Vengetron sent this one in, so thanks to them. And I'll see you guys next time.